Havenville, Indiana is the kind of place where everyone knows everyone's secrets, or believes they do. On a gray and windswept morning, Gabe Gillen stands before the tiny casket of his 5-year-old son, Noah, clutching a eulogy he can barely read through the waves of grief. The church is filled with neighbors whispering questions they think he can't hear. Where's Clara? How could she not be here? His wife, Clara Hansen, claimed she had a crucial business meeting out of state, but reality shatters Gabe's heart when an anonymous text arrives. A photo of Clara lounging poolside in Hawaii with a young, tan man wrapped around her waist. While their son is being buried, she's drinking cocktails. The betrayal hits so hard, it replaces tears with fire. As the burial ends, polite condolences and casseroles fill Gabe's parents' house. But kindness feels like salt on a fresh wound. Clara's parents, Diane Kidmore and Howard Branston, attend, judging and cold, pretending politeness as if nothing has happened. They have always believed Gabe was unworthy of their glamorous daughter. Gabe tries to hold himself together, but the unanswered question haunts every breath. How long has Clara been gone? Not physically, but emotionally. Late night calls, sudden work trips, excuses that piled up when Noah got sicker. He ignored the signs, and now guilt is eating him alive. His grief shifts toward a single purpose. He will not let this betrayal be buried with his son. Days later, alone in Noah's room, Gabe finds paperwork scattered on Clara's desk. Documents she never intended him to see. A life insurance policy worth $1 million, taken out after Noah's diagnosis, lists Clara as the sole beneficiary. Worse, she amended the contract just weeks before Noah's death, removing Gabe entirely. Receipts reveal expensive flights, luxury charges, clearly linked to the man in the photo, Brandon Butler. In the quiet of that room, Gabe realizes his wife didn't just abandon them emotionally. She might have been waiting for their son to die. The betrayal transforms into a chilling suspicion. This was never grief. It was a plan. His phone rings. A stranger's voice, Mia Chasdell, urgent, anxious, desperate. Meet me. It's about Clara. At a struggling coffee shop on Havenville's Main Street, Gabe sees a woman with intelligent eyes clouded by pain. Mia reveals a devastating truth. Brandon is her ex-boyfriend. Clara and Brandon have been lovers for over a year. They've bragged about using the insurance money to buy a beachfront house in Maui. Mia slides her phone forward. Screenshots of texts, bank transfers, voice notes. Clara calling Gabe too broken to notice. Mia wants revenge. Gabe wants justice. Their pain becomes an alliance, one built from ashes and betrayal. Gabe returns home armed with evidence that could destroy Clara, but the nightmare deepens. His mother reveals Clara's parents repeatedly visited Gabe's declining father, convincing him to sign documents while confused. Forged signatures attempt to transfer ownership of the family home, where Gabe grew up and where Noah took his last breath. Diane and Howard planned to sell everything, leaving Gabe with nothing, emotionally broken and financially ruined. They underestimated one thing. His grief had sharpened into clarity. Gabe calls Marcus Hale, a childhood friend turned fierce attorney. They begin assembling a case that reveals Clara's entire family is tangled in fraud and conspiracy. The next morning, Clara arrives at a small Havenville real estate office with her mother, ready to finalize the sale of the home, wiping Gabe's existence from her life. But Gabe walks through the front door like a storm. He lays every document on the table, forged contracts, hidden accounts, messages of deceit. Clara turns ghost white. Diane tries to mask her panic behind arrogance. But Gabe plays the final blow, a recorded call of Clara and Brandon celebrating Gabe's blindness to their betrayal. The realtor flees the room. Their scheme collapses right in front of them, and Gabe watches the power drain from Clara's eyes. The confrontation was only the first strike. Marcus files legal actions freezing assets, exposing crimes, and protecting Gabe's father from further exploitation. Clara, Diane, and Howard scramble to rewrite the story, but Mia delivers more proof. Forged documents, stolen funds, secret joint accounts. Brandon cracks first under legal pressure. choosing self-preservation over loyalty. His written testimony confirms the entire plot, a blueprint of greed involving insurance theft and property fraud. The town that once sided with Clara's wealthy family now whispers a new rumor. The Hansons are criminals, and Gabe, once pitted, becomes a symbol of strength. The courtroom in Havenville is small, old, and brutally bright, a perfect arena for truth to scorch deception. Clara tries to masquerade as a grieving mother who made mistakes. Diane plays the protective parent. Howard avoids eye contact entirely, but the evidence tells a story their lies can't hide. Their crimes stretch beyond greed, into elder abuse, insurance manipulation, and deliberate deceit. The judge strips them of access to every stolen cent. Clara's dreams of palm trees and endless margaritas burn to ashes. Gabe watches silently, not celebrating, because justice doesn't erase pain. With the assets unfrozen, Gabe makes a choice that stuns the courtroom. Instead of keeping the insurance money Clara planned to waste, he establishes the Noah Gillen Foundation. It will support children battling cancer in rural communities, families like theirs forgotten by the system. The town rallies behind him. Donations pour in. Local hospitals partner with the foundation. Noah, once confined to a small life, now becomes a beacon of healing for others. For the first time since his son's death, Gabe feels something that terrifies him. Hope. In Havenville Cemetery, Gabe kneels before Noah's headstone etched with a playful penguin sketch, Noah's favorite animal. He places the worn stuffed penguin Gabe has carried since the trial began. He whispers updates about pancake breakfasts, new children the foundation is helping, and how proud Noah would be of his grandma's bravery. A monarch butterfly lands on the stone, bright, alive, free. Gabe's father, clearer now, recalls Noah's words, "Dad is stronger than everyone thinks." Gabe lets himself cry, not from grief, but release. Life becomes quiet again, but not empty. Mia remains a friend and fierce ally, choosing healing instead of vengeance alone. Clara and her parents fade into obscurity, dealing with a future shaped by their own greed. Gabe focuses on rebuilding his home, his heart, his purpose. Each morning, he makes pancakes, sets aside one tiny plate for Noah, and looks out at the yard where his son once played. The house, their home, stands strong. As Havenville's sun rises, Gabe knows the truth. Love isn't what you lose, it's what you protect, even after goodbye. We have come to the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting stories. Have a good one.